Looks like we are getting underway for our qualifier number 2. We will have 4 maps once again, starting with Letha here, and then going on to Summer Rain, 1000 Exploding Suns, and Sunburn. We will have 75 players present, but we will start off, as we said, on STC Letha by Skadi. So let's take a look at that. Yes, I can confirm it as Summer Tech Cup, not Stadium Team Championship, but regardless, right in the middle of summer. Can't complain with some hot and spicy maps, one might say. Ryan Carl Jr. throughout the warm-up, now sponsored by Zerator. Part of the Zerator group, whatever you'd call it now. But quite a lot of players having some very good times here. And at least the qualifier A we watch, so I'll be interested to see what kind of level the other players are at. Back in the early days, back when everything's in black and white player. Anyway, go number 1. Let's start off with Carl Jr. here. We'll keep our beady eye on him as he starts off strongly. Starts off in actually 3rd position here at the moment. Himself near the top. Goes for a very wide line there. Good speed though. At least he's early. It's a great exit. The best line through there, and you can see now it's certainly heating up with the battle on a good time as Carl. Despite that, he has only actually top 12. Mistakes by Descan, I believe Beef that was, or Bex dropping down. If Bex is even here, I don't even know. Not as of yet, player. I didn't have time, because the list is very long as well. Tween has to respawn there, I believe. Has made a big crash, jumped too far to the right, jumped into the hole, going for the risky finish. Few people had trouble, but they all get through. And Beef, Razor and Kronos from server A all come through no problem. 53.13 by Beef, starting us off with the 100 points. So to quickly run you through this, guys, so the qualifiers are in rounds mode. This is the second qualifier. Only 32 people from this second qualifier will go through. And then it's basically 4 rounds on each map. Rounds with everyone involved. And like I said, top 32 go through. And we move on to the 3rd qualifier, which eliminates them down to 16. And then we go into our normal 1v1 v1 v1. If that explains it to you guys. But this is the only server, just to be clear on that now. Beef, our previous round winner. On roughly about the same pace here, however he does have a lot of players in front of him at the moment. Looking good as Beef here, but he's got Carl and Razor quite a bit far ahead of him. Carl showing his stuff here. Beef, a bit shaky going over there, but right next to Razor, and Kronos only just behind as well. Concealer looking strong too. Lost a bit of speed. He will be fine though. It's 88 points to Beef, and Carl gets the round win with a 53.03. There were 2 servers when we had more players, but now there is less servers because we are in qualifier 2 and most of those players have been eliminated. So, round number 3 we will check out Razor, who qualified through server 8. Razor after a strong start here. We've seen Razor doing a lot of fast rounds, but also making a lot of mistakes. So, clearly trained these maps, but we're not quite in the mode for consistency yet. Up here near the top though, as we'd expect him to be. Nice inside line there by him. Takes a few bodies over. Right behind the destructive duo of Trackmania history, Tween and Carl Jr. And they're going head to head here. Let's get a watch on this. Carl's perspective right beside Tween gets more airtime than him, also more speed. So who's going to take the round win here? Tween dives down the inside, looking for less airtime, but does not get it. So Carl edges him out by 0.5 of a second and takes his second 100 points. Lovely little race there between the two players of such renown at the top. Let's check out our man Tween here. He's actually quite far behind in points, actually. He's 159th. That one round got him more than half of his points. Let's see what Tween can do in round number 4, the last round of this match. Or this map, pardon me, in this match. I've not driven them personal player now. Zami this time looking to get himself in the mix there. Tween going for a very wide line though, doesn't seem to pay off, seem to have dropped back a little bit. Rongo up in the mix as well. Ringo from E-Corp. The Beef Lioncast teammate of Zami. And Carl actually seems to have made a mistake now, so the 100 points are up for grabs and Tween wants them. Tween's looking good for them, but he needs to deny Ringoa. The better last turn. This time again does Tween, but same thing happens again. However, he does secure the second place. Ringoa gets a .065. There we go. A few players getting some crucial points in, I'm sure. But Beef gets no points, and actually Carl only gets 30. So big problems for them. But we will move on to our next map, which will be STC Summer Rain by Superall. Here we go, STC Summer Rain. Made by Superall, Belgium, I'm sure. And let's someone else watch Zami in this warm-up. Actually, good choice to watch Zami. Let's have the second Denimania record. So, nice time there by Zami. We've got Concealy here as well. We've got Beef. We've got Tween. Ratchet. That's a few players though. We've got Benpy. Razor. Bonos. Quite a few names here. But we're not seeing quite a few players of which I expected to. We've not seen Magorian, we've not seen Massa, we've not seen Revolution, so not a lot of good players who could contend for this. That's a big mistake by Tween. I just saw him shoot across the side of the screen there. A little jump to the end. So, warm-up round will conclude. We'll get underway with the start of the next round. So here we go, STC Summer Rain, round number 1. We will follow Zami of Lioncast, who starts off very well here. Right at the tippy top is Zami. Doesn't elect to go through the CP as much as the other players did. For Zami, having some struggles to stay at the very top of the pack. Arson makes a small mistake there, goes too wide. Now, top 13 for Zami though, but he's having issues very clearly here. Over half a second behind, despite being capable of so much. We'd expect a bit better from him. But he finishes around in a strong position, at least 10th actually, he rescues at the end. Queen wins around for 53.9. Soldier gets a 54. Table all the way at the back, table will not finish. Ringoa doesn't finish actually. Ringoa loses points and drops massively. And we will check out our current points leader. So we have Yo-Yo and Kronos. French duo of lore almost. Hello, old friend. Nice to see you. That's looking good here. Top 4 at the moment. He's slightly back, but nevertheless, Mina actually is in the lead here at the moment. 10th ahead as the Slovakian superstar of Tween. Kronos this time hunting him down, and Carl Jr. behind the both of them. Kronos makes a bit of an elementary mistake there. Marlamadi has made another mistake. He's dropped down as well. Nevertheless, he's not dropped down too far. And there we go. So, 12 for Marmalade, and Tween gets yet another win of 53.9. Good job there by Tween, showing his strength and finally getting himself some good points together. Dark Lemon does right himself, but not quick enough. So, Kronos drops a few positions there. Zame goes up to second. Now we have Yo-Yo in first. So, once again, we see Yo-Yo not getting the best of times, but again, finding himself near the very top. Staying consistent. Yo, Sebster, welcome, man. Yo-Yo as well goes through the side of the CP. Some of them were kind of daredevils going through the middle. Much riskier, of course. Yo-Yo actually going very strong up here at the top. Very close to the right hand side there is Yo-Yo. Oh, Tween makes a mistake though. Tween clips that little hole there. Sealy and Soldier, 2 Belgians up at the top, followed by a bunch of French speakers all at the top here. Sealy nearly gets claimed there by Yo-Yo, but now Carl Jr. gets up a 53.9. 100 points go to him. No, Seabster, I don't have a command automatically set up. I'll give you a quick run through though. That's basically a cup. We are currently in the qualification stages. It's a 1-day cup. Will be a €300 prize pool, €150 to first position, plus a special skin, €100 to second, and €50 to third place. At the moment, we're in the qualifying stages as qualifier 2. The top 32 go through of this qualifier, and the rest of them will get eliminated. There is no lower bracket whatsoever in this tournament. Go down to a man silver. So I do not have a command set up. I do not have time to set up a command, unfortunately. I got home from work 20 minutes before this started. Few people leaving already. As to be expected. No, this is the second qualifying stage, just to be clear. Anyway, Silver looking good here in the top 12. Again, doesn't need to do any special amazingly fast rounds here. There we go. Silver actually sneaks up to 8th, and Kronos the one to take the round here. See if everyone's trading a 0.9 just to win the round. Kronos takes home 100 points. Razor just behind him as well. So good time by Kronos and good job. All by Beef and Dami. Buzzy actually getting his nose up there. And we move on to our next map, which will be STC 1000 Exploding Suns. Enjoy this. Okay, so get to run you guys through who will be the favourites of this. So we'll take a quick look through the points. Of course, we've got Carl Jr., we've got Zame, Kronos, Yo-Yo, Razor, Queen, Beef. They're the kind of main people. We've also got strong players, Kinsile, Silver, Xless, you might not know his name very well, but very strong. Soldier's been looking good in a few maps. Deska was looking not too bad. Ringoa was looking really good at the start. Any others that stick out to me? Ratchet was doing very well on a few maps. Beam as well. Dark Lemon and Marston, very capable players. Kuro and Frostline as well. That looks to be it. So again, the top 32 will go through. You can see there, that does not look to be including the likes of this page. 32. Who's sitting 32nd? We'll have Shiva sitting 32nd. A lot of competition in Flex, Gom, Specialized, Energies, Greed. We'll take a look with Shivet to see him take us through 1000 Exploding Suns and see if he can keep 32nd position or get even better. There's people out already didn't expect to go out that fast. No one really failed the first qualifier. There's just a lot of people out because they didn't show up. That was a problem. People like Massa, people like Revolution and Didu, they all didn't show up for whatever reason. A lot of mistakes early on by these players. That will give a player like Shiva a good opportunity to capitalise, but it goes too wide there. We're down to 24th. We want a better position than that. Let's see if he's capable. Line there overtakes a few faces. Bart makes a big mistake there, does Shiva. Let's go upwards to the bottom of our top 12. And Hugo 220. Rocking some sort of MMN tag. Got a tight ending there, but Hugo gets through it no problem in 12th position. So keeping consistent. And Carl takes first place with a 47.085. Followed by Zami, Kronos, Beef and Razor. So you can already see the kind of players of which we'll expect to be doing very well here. Actually, Grodino left, who was in 31st position, so it's a bit strange, but looks like a free position for the players ahead of him. We'll go upper field a little bit. We'll go to Ringoa, who was looking strong early on, but falling down. Falling down, but let's see if he can pick himself back up. Oh, mistakes aplenty going through the little kind of tight section there. Even Carl dropping slightly back. More mistakes there. More people leaving, unfortunately. But round number 2 and Beef going for some stunts. Ringoa though makes more mistakes and crashes, loses a lot of positions in the ending there. Falls 8 positions down the space of one corner. See a few new faces on that top 8. Lemon and Panda getting some good points in. And Tween gets a nice time of 0.878 to take the 100 points. Been getting some good times here, but not really looking as consistent as we would like. And let's check out Ratchet here. Where is he? Ringoa makes a big mistake there though. Let's go to Ratchet though. Ratchet looking for some good points here. Not as close to the top as if they were... as he would want to be, of course. Actually looking good so far though. Former No Limit Trackmania player, if I'm correct. A German, no doubt be baking. I believe that was Peems, perhaps, falling. Giving Ratchet a free position here, and he's actually fighting Hugo for the top 10 spot. We'll come down to this final corner. What's Ratchet got? He's got a lot more than he can show. Top 7 for Ratchet. Gets himself a healthy 80 points. And Tween once again takes the 100 points. With a 46.9. So now that I kind of rated Tween a little bit for not being as consistent as they would expect, he wins 2 rounds in a row. So let's move ourselves back up the field. We will watch Buzzy, my man Buzzy. My compatriot. Well, not my compatriot, sorry, my teammate. I always get the two of them mixed up. Anyway. Buzzy finding himself in 15th here at the moment. Not as close as he would like to the top positions, I'm sure. But Buzzy here looking good still. Might not be in the best position at the moment, but he goes too far to the left. Makes a bit of a silly mistake there. Let's go to Rodur from S7 and 11th. S7, 11, kind of. Not really, but anyway. See if he can make up any positions. Kronos makes a big mistake, and that brings Rodur up to 10th position. And that is a 46.83 there by Carl Jr. And the times are starting to heat up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Move on to SDC Sunburn by Xarox. I'm sure a few of you will be feeling this as it is summer, but Xarox's map. There we go, that is STC Sunburn. Xerox as part of the staff, I believe. He's not playing. Let's see who's got the fastest time out of all the players on track. We have Magorian and Angelo who are also not present. Kulve not present. Bex Complex not present. Who are basically the top players on this track. It's a bit strange, but Carl Jr., our first player to surpass 1,000 points, followed very closely by Zami, so we'd expect good things from Zami here on this track. Ready to good show, at least he does have some ability here, but we saw Kronos, if I remember right, performing very well here last time, so he does actually win the warm-up for 0.9, so we'll await what we are due to see from Kronos, so good luck, have funds coming out. You're moving on to, this is the final map actually. We have been through a cycle of 4. On to round 1 with point of view card being Zami. One of the players actually went for a different way there. And there we go. So Zami off to a good start here. Gets a nice line going through there and a good bit of speed. Zami looking good, off to a spectacular start here is Zami. Being very close to the inside as he should. Being very close to his actual personal best here. Tween attempting to keep up, but Zami's looking strong. However, Tween gets more speed. What can Zami do? Tween pulling away though. Over the long right hand on the blue part and now into the uphill right. Zami didn't need to go for that there, so he has to save Finn, and all the players going for that jump there, and a 51.913 by Tween. Zami was in a great time there, he didn't need to risk that, but he did. He lost points as a result. So Zami and Kronos now join the 1,000 points club. Let's check out Xless, who was performing pretty well in the first qualifier. Top 3 or top 4 if I remember correctly. Xless, one of those players who was just getting in some good times pretty much every round. Might not have had the best, but you don't need the best to get through these qualifiers to get far. Xless looking good in this round though. Starting off strong. Top 9 at the moment, but lost a bit of speed on the exit of that turn. Well, now dropping slightly back, but good recovery there from Xless. It will come down to this ending if he's going to gain any more positions. A lot of people make mistakes. Razor and Beef I saw for sure, and Xless finds himself in 8th as a result. So good job there. Can you show the points of the people going out? Not a problem at all. So that is actually a 0.877 by Tween. So let's take a look. So our players in danger. We have Kuro in danger, Gom, Specialized, Peems, Kano. Only 2 rounds to go though. So actually let's watch Kuro here, who is 1 point behind Energies. Kuro only needs to beat him by 1 point to see if he can go through. Welcome, Ro. Hope you're doing very well, sir. Kuro off to a good start here though. 25th position, but still a strong start nonetheless. Gets a lot of speed going through here. Peems is left, so it doesn't look like Peems going for the top 32. Yeah, he's going to have a mountain to climb anyway. Kuro looking strong in this round though. Surprised Kuro's that far down if they do have this kind of ability. Top 14 at the moment. Dropping slightly down, but taking advantage of a few mistakes. Needs a clean ending here though. Shiva fails it. Not many others fail it because good speed. He'll get Boozy and doesn't get Deska, but secures 76 points as a result of that late push. That was a great job there by Kuro. Should secure themselves the way through unless they massively mess up the last round. Let's check. And Kuro up to 31st now, 664 points. Now it is down to Gom and Energies. Panda is having some work to do as well. So let's watch these group of players fighting for survival in the final round of Sunburn, final round of Qualifier 2. Let's see what they can do. Got him off to a decent start here. Can't afford any mistakes. 13th at the moment, allows a few overtakes, regardless. Looking for the gold number of staying above 32nd. We want some good positions here for Gomp. See if we can stay in. Right, Specialised up in front, but drops back. So we've got Gom in 30th. Let's see what his competition is. Panda. Panda near the top. 19th. Where's Energies? Energies further back. Gom having trouble. Panda might actually be able to leapfrog a lot of them. Panda gets a no drift. Gom crashes. Energies is the one that's going to make it. He does even overtake Panda. Panda goes for stunt mode. And Energies will be the one who will proceed further. Specialised, get a good finish there, but not good enough. Tween for another 0.915, so Tween, well, he's got what it takes to stick with Carl Jr., but that is a GG, guys. Let's quickly take a look who's out. Gom, Panda, Specialised, Cano, blocking out, Peems, Minrev, Drays, Loey, Hina, Ramal, Yakata, Adlin, and a few others. So, that is it. Q2 is done, and we will move forward into Q3.